It's been a busy day at the RFDL with the national group stage kicked off. Match number 3 about to get underway here at the Reliance Corporate Park in Navi Mumbai. Hello and a very good evening to all the fans joining in for the last fixture of the day. This Kickstart FC from Karnataka up against Northeast United FC. It's the third appearance in the competition for both these sides. Kickstart with their best campaign so far. The last 2 occasions couldn't quite get past the regional qualifiers, have made it through to the national group stage this time after impressive performances in the qualifiers as well as in the zonal group stage. For Northeast United, it isn't a different territory. They have been here in the past in the last couple of seasons. Couldn't quite get beyond this round towards the national championship stage. Scored goals for fun in the 2 previous phases. Will be looking to replicate their performances this time around as well. Want to make sure they start this game off on a bright note, both these sides. Match number 3. Customary handshakes. Refereeing contingent will be led by Irfan Imtiaz Sheikh. His assistants for match number 3, Viraj Kishore and Rishikesh. Ranveer Singh would be the 4th official for this fixture. Happy faces and a very determined look. Crispin for Kickstart FC and Freddy for Northeast United Football Club. 2 captains of these sides. They're going to swap over as Crispin has chosen the side. Change the side as a call from Kishore Vanraj. Take you through the lineups. First up, Kickstart FC, Shrijin, Kurajam Singh, Premish, Alan, Crispin, Bishwas, Shaikum, Yoshvik, Lakram Singh, Nishak and Hebi. Some of the promising names start out on the bench for this fixture. For Northeast United FC, starting off Arman Tamang in between the sticks, Aditya, Mohammad Zahan, Zidane, Ning Toktam, Unleba, Mukul, Muhammad Ashraf, Hung Singh, Laishram Dani and Freddy. Their coach is Sohail Nair. Roshan Saurav, Roshan, Robin, Ralte, Shaikom Shijil and Divya will start as sub for this fixture. Match number 3 at the RFDL National Group Stage, about to get underway here at the Reliance Corporate Park in Navi Mumbai. 2 games played. There's an early morning start between Jamshedpur FC and East Bengal Football Club. It was an easy job for Jamshedpur. A short while back, game being played between FC Goa and Diamond Harbour Football Club. Diamond Harbour had it pretty easy in the end, getting the better of FC Goa by 3-0. There's been goals in both the games. Are we going to witness something similar in this all-important fixture of Group A as we get things moving with Irfan Imtiaz's whistle? Kickstart going from right to left on your screens. An early long ball played forward. Northeast United they have the knack of scoring early goals. As many as 4 scored inside the first 5 minutes in this edition of the RFDL. Cleared out, only as far as a red shirt. Trying to shield it and bring it forward. It was an impeccable record in the regional qualifiers for Northeast United. Played 5-1-5. Taken 15 off the possible 15 points. Finished right on top of the table. Defensively, they have been absolutely top-notch as well. From the zonal group stage, managed 7 victories from the 10 games they've played, with 2 draws and a defeat. The second highest in terms of the aggregate goals scored. The zonal group stage, behind Classic Football Academy, managed 33 to 32 of Northeast United FC. They've been here before. Back in 2023. Second to Shillong Lejong, beg your pardon, couldn't quite make it through to the championship round. And in 2024, it was an absolutely perfect regional qualifiers, but couldn't quite make it through for the next stage. Finished second to East Bengal FC in the national group stage. That is something they would want to put behind and make it through to the next round here. Let's kickstart. Rush for Mishak. Roshan Singh gets up, puts out with the ball. Here's Roshan. Roshan lifts it over the back line. Push up that well in the end. Let's kickstart now. And they try and bring it forward. Checks back. Swift foot movement. Brilliantly done by Kickstart and managed to win the free kick. Shaikham Boris Singh. From the team sheets that I have, it's 2 blocks of 4 with Trimish and Shaikham Boris Singh leading the line for Kickstart FC. It's going to be Crispin behind this one. Still trying to organize the ball there. Arman Tamang leaves it for Crispin and forces a save out of Arman Tamang. Kickstart. Here's the ball. Maybe. Northeast United come marching forward. Spreads it towards the right. Was anticipating the run coming in from Aditya Kaloli. Showing a great run of form, Aditya. Scored 7 in the zonal group stage. Of course, the main man, Lashram Methi, with 10 in the zonal group stage and 3 in the regional qualifiers. He's managed 10 so far, 13 so far, beg your pardon. Kickstart, some sense of urgency. Crispin sends it over. Here's Kickstart, left a lovely ball forward. He's continued with his run and a heavy touch lets him down. Delightful back heel kick. Got some space ahead. As Mohammad Ashraf finds Mukul. Danny spreads that back line. Here's Aditya on the ball. A lot of space ahead. Lifts it towards the back post, but straight towards the goalkeeper. Shijin latches onto it quite well in the end. It was a brilliant move from Northeast United FC. Northeast United's perspective, they would want those two to combine on a regular basis. Danny and Aditya. Here comes Northeast United once again. Aditya making that run forward. Just taps it towards Danny, who goes down on the ground. Nothing says Imtiaz. Enjoying the possession at the moment are Northeast United. Vishwas has to try and get it towards Crispin. No hit ball finds a red shirt. Here's Northeast. Danny prods it back. Push bodies forward. Goes lateral to find Mukul Panwar. Here's Aditya. Another heavy touch, letting him down.
Adi.
10 minutes into the first half. Score line remains 0-0. Enjoyed a bit of a possession so far, Northeast United FC.
Rowan, once you come here, no swing. Hey, pitcher. Hey, Gulaba. Hey, hold the line back. Hold the line back. Hey, pitcher. Hurry, Bajwa. 66 is out.
Got Nishak, Rishi, Allen and Yashvi in the back four. Kickstart FC. Second to Sri Deccan in the regional qualifiers. Played 5-1-2. Drawn 3 for undefeated. Goal scoring was a problem in the regional qualifiers. Conceded only 2. But here comes Northeast United. Eased off the ball there by Kickstart. Done well to win the ball back. Here's Mukul Panwar. Goes sideways again. Quick shift towards the left. Danny making that move forward. A bit central inside the box. Ashraf. Mukul. Still Mukul. Looks for Aditya. Danny. Just trying to pick out those passes, anticipating the runs from Aditya Kaloli. Wasn't found there on that occasion. The zonal group stage. Finished second to Muthoot FA. Kickstart FC. Separated by 3 points between them. Managed to win 4 games. Drawn 4 and lost a couple. There's Mukul once again. Scanning for the right option. Couldn't quite find one. Again shifts it laterally towards the left. Ashraf. Danny. Yang Singh. Ashraf. Goes back. Mukul. Black flick. The ball finds Kickstart FC. Ashraf again. Very calm, composed and patient with their build-ups. Northeast United FC. Looks up again and drills it towards Danny, who makes the space for himself, drives it forward. Trying to cut back towards his right. Robbed off the ball. Here's Crispin now on the turnover. Can he try and bring it forward? Tries to go in from the distance. Goes well over and wide. Was quick to spot the keeper off his lines there and took a chance. Rohan. Out of this, Freddy, Mukul, Zidane and Gunleba in the back. Shifted out the positions. Here's Northeast United once again. Let's roll across his body. Quite get to the end of it. And again, gives the possession away. Hang Singh. Freddy. Ashraf. Checks back on his left. Back on the right. Switches towards Freddy. Tries to lob one inside the box. Freddy again. Danny has switched his position. Goes towards the left. Continues with an overlapping run. This is Northeast United once again. Through Gunleba. Was forced to go back. Miss Mukul gets that pass blocked. There's Kickstart now. Biswas. And the area was right, but the execution letting him down. Ricky was making that overlapping run. And Biswas overhitting it. Gives it away quite cheaply. There's Ricky. Crispin puts a decent touch. Well marshalled out in the end by Northeast United. Here's Ashraf.
इसका लाइन में
17 minutes have been ticked off. Measures start by both the sides. Northeast United are trying their best to try and stamp their authority on this contest. Ashraf. Rohan. Freddy. While from way out. And trying to close down early. Danny wins the ball back. He's got a lot of space ahead of him, Freddy. Hang Singh. Taking their time. Mukul slides for it. Crispin manages to win the ball back. Ricky with another overlapping run of his. Zaditya does well to recover himself and goes a bit central. Looks like it was Zahan who was trying to break it away towards the right. Back with Northeast United once again. Gentle dab forward. Freddy trying to pick out a pass. Unfortuitously, the ball finds Shijin. Here's Mukul for Ashraf. Danny. Does well to keep the possession. Danny doubling up on the numbers. Maybe just knocks it out for a throw-in. It's been an evenly matched contest so far. Northeast United are seeing more of the ball. Hensing again from way out, trying his luck. Biswas. Crispin goes down on the ground. Ashraf straight away. Apologizing. Still stayed down. Doesn't seem to be comfortable with that. Almost half of the first half has been ticked off. Deadlock yet to be broken. Haven't seen enough of Mohammad Zahan so far in the first 22 minutes. Right, Danny has taken his place with Central. Meanwhile, got some defensive work to do here. Northeast United. First corner of the game for Kickstart FC. Sent in. Lashes onto it pretty easily in the end. Arman Tamang. A quick start towards the left. Breaking away. Here's Ricky. It's been knocked off the ball there. Here's Northeast United through Danny. Still Danny. He's back on the left but has been nicked off the ball. Here's Crispin, who again goes down to the ground. Nothing says the ref. Here's Ashraf. Does well to win the ball back there. Kickstart FC. Here's Crispin for Biswas. Going pretty strong there. Going toe to toe with Mukul Panwar. Biswas Chetri has looked lively down the left flank. It's been a good competition between these two. It's Danny or Aditya.
Good. Come. Idan bhi aayega. Khelna पैर पे.
Freddy looks up, goes long to try and find Aditya. Zahan. It's Danny. Ashraf scans for a better option. Has to go sideways towards Mukul. Sweeps it off. 25 minutes have been clocked out. Still 0-0 here at the Reliance Corporate Park. Match number 3 of the National Group stage. Shaikom. It's a delightful ball. And the flag is up. Looked like for a moment Premish was in with a shout there. The flag had gone up straight away as soon as the ball was released by Shaikom Boris Singh. Ashraf started this game from central left, has stopped out towards right. It's decent link up for a Kickstart. Pushes it down the line. Has he remained onside? He is. He's got help arriving. Much better from Kickstart. Not being allowed to turn. Takes the shot from quite a bit of a distance. Probably caught in 2 minds there whether to go for the shot or try and find Crispin towards the other side. In the end, neither of the two.
Keep the ball, Zidane. Forward.
Another push forward. Another attempt to try and find Danny. Here's Ashraf. Goes sideways and continued with his movement towards the center. Here's Ashraf again, trying to move out and create some space for himself. Goes towards Danny. Very timely touch there. Here's Northeast United once again. He's been allowed to turn here. Rohan Singh not providing any space. He's done well to get it into the final third. Doubling up on the numbers, has managed to get the cross in straight towards Arman Tamang. Pretty swift with the restart to find Aditya. A lot of space ahead. So decent ball to find. Looks like it's Freddy down the left. He was starting from an offside position there. It's going to be a quick drinks break as the players get hydrated. An opportunity to try and reshape their thoughts for the next set of minutes remaining in the first half. It's been an evenly matched contest so far. Northeast United FC playing some delightful balls in the final third. haven't been able to do any damage to the scoreline as yet.
Kickstart. Number 10 याद Okay.
Marking, guys!
There's going to be a shock behind this one. Does that come off a red shirt there? Desperate attempt to keep the ball in play shows it was. Heavy first touch. Ball finds Kickstart FC. Keeps it down. Goes back. A shot comes from a distance. Goes well and truly over. Bit of a hidden hope there from Kickstart. Here's Aditya. Just knocks it towards Ashraf, and that has been given as a free kick for a foul on Aditya Kaloli. I think it's going to be Freddie who will try and fancy this one. Definitely not in the range. It's going to be a setup towards those red shirts, taking their positions just outside the box. Mukul lives it for Freddie. Waits for it, pushes it down the line. Back with Freddie once again, who lifts it over this time. Easy grab in the end for Shijin. Gives the ball some wings, here's Crispin. Still Kickstart. It's Ricky for Crispin. Takes it, turns, pushes it forward. Gets a cross in, straight at a red shirt. Managed to get the clearance away. Is heavy. Gets a header. Pretty strong and wins the ball here. Here's Crispin once again. Keeps it to himself, lets it fly, and goes well over the target. Trying those long ranges at will, but haven't been effective so far. It's Tristan with a couple of tries from way out. That's absolutely poor. Needless corner conceded. Can they try and exploit this opportunity here, Kickstart? Ricky, the man trusted with this set piece. Can he find green and a red shirt? Green and a white shirt. Those dangerous spaces. As well to keep the ball in play. Here comes Kickstart once again through Crispin, who takes it on the left. Keeps it towards the target. It's absolutely special to beat Arman Tamang from there on. He's had an impressive campaign. 8 clean sheets from 15 games. Regional qualifiers as well as the zonal group stage combined. Of course, shares 2 of those clean sheets with Divyaj Thakkar. Played a game in qualifiers as well as in zonal group stage, and was also involved with 1 game from the bench. It's not a bad record for Kickstart in terms of keeping the clean sheets. They've managed 7 in the 15 games they've played, both the phases combined. Zaditya, swift, supple feet movement. Doesn't get the clearance. Here's Mukul. Looks up, waits for it, gets the ball and a header. That lobbed in the air. Easy collection for Shijin once again. He's been called into action a couple of times, but nothing threatening to say the least. Wasn't allowed to get away with that. Crispin. Ashraf doing the dirty work. Pushes it back towards Rohan. Still got about 7 minutes left in the normal time, plus the stoppages. No one has come close to scoring in the first half here. Rohan to pick out a pass. Being allowed to push forward. There's Rohan. Does well to keep the ball. Pushes it towards Ashraf. Goes airborne towards his left. Northeast United. Another patient build-up of theirs. One-on-one in that corner. Doubled up momentarily. And sees it out for another goal kick. Been pretty good defensively, Kickstart. At times, Northeast United have been able to penetrate through that back line. Quality with the finishes. And the final ball is not up there this evening for Northeast United. have to try and get the likes of Premish and Shaikam Borish Singh on the ball as much as they can. Kickstart haven't seen enough involvement, especially in the final third, from those two. Swaz Chetri has made those runs up and down on the pitch, but those crosses have been far and few in the first 40 minutes here. Smukul, Freddy, some room to play with towards the left. Ashing back with him, and again for the third time in the first half, from that sort of a range and that sort of an angle, decides to hit the target and goes well and over crossbar. Here's Rahman trying to play out from the back. Sudan Singh, Skies one, Zashraf played his role really well so far, trying to shield that back line, trying to connect the back line on those playing further forward. The whistle went up straight away. For a moment it looked like he was onside there. Right, 3 minutes to go in the normal time. Surely one of these two teams would want to try and quash that anxiety going into the halftime break. Best teams in the competition locking horns for a berth in the national championship round of the RFDL this season. Here's Kickstart meanwhile, switching the play. The ball goes out for a throw into Kickstart. Here's Kickstart meanwhile. Again, nothing tangible developing out of it. Was started out as a single zone, and 8 teams back in 2022 has evolved ever since. Again goes from the distance and goes wide of the target. Not quite sure if that's the strategy, that's the ploy they're going to follow right throughout this game. It hasn't been on just one occasion. Trying to test out the keeper, haven't been able to hit the target, or at least keep it goalwards. What started out as a single zone and 8 teams back in 2022 has kept evolving ever since. Got into the regional qualifiers, zonal group stage and national group stage plus the championship rounds ever since. Teams have kept growing, 54 this time around with 12 debutants. across 9 regions. 135 matches were played in the regional qualifiers, with 24 teams making it through to their zonal group stage. From there on, 12 remain. Here's Mukul Panwar into the final minute of the regulation time, trying to make things work. Here's Danny, pushes it wide, goes further wide. Freddy trying to lob inside, still Northeast, goes just over the crossbar. That was firmly struck. Target was Danny. Naditya was just over the target there. Was in no chance whatsoever. Srijan had that been kept on target. It's Rohan. 3v1 in those spaces. It's Crispin on the turn. Ashraf has been absolutely brilliant in the middle of the park. Here comes Northeast United once again. Has got bodies waiting inside the box. As well, Ricky down there. 3 minutes have been added on as stoppages, and that's going to be a foul on striker Boris Singh. Trying to keep the ball in the final few seconds left in the first half. Kickstart. Northeast United try and push forward with every opportunity they get on the ball. There's Aditya, does brilliantly to get it away from the first defense. Then knocked out by Kickstart backline. Rohan. Gets their attack in shape. Here's Hashing. Crispin gets the ball, takes a touch. Mukul tracks back and gets the crumbs. Here's Ashraf once again in the middle of the park, trying to pick out a pass from wide on the left. Does well to get to the end of it. 2v1 in that corner. Kickstart eventually get the ball. Still hustling in the final few seconds. And there comes the end of the first half. It's been an evenly matched contest for the entirety of the first half. Northeast United FC look the better of the two sides to begin with. Quite a few intricate passes in the final third. On the flip side, Kickstart FC trying for those shots. Those long ranges from way out haven't been able to provide anything other than that. We've got a job to do in the second set of 45. This is how it developed in match number 3. It's been goalless so far. Crispin tried one shot too many from 30-35 yards out. Haven't been able to keep it on target at least once. That was probably the best effort in the first half for Kickstart FC. Vishwa had a decent first half, especially the first couple of quarters. The best chance falling to Aditya Kaloli. So here's the halftime stats. 51% of the ball to Kickstart, 49% to Northeast United FC. 9 chances created with 4 kept on target by Kickstart FC. 5 chances with 1 shot on target for Northeast United. 6 tackles to 9 between these two sides. 1 corner to Kickstart and 2 offsides for Northeast United Football Club. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half. Do stay with us. Welcome back for the start of the second half between Kickstart FC and Northeast United Football Club. The game hangs in balance. Still 0-0 here at the Reliance Corporate Park. Match number 3 of the national stage, the national group stage at the RFDL 2024-25 season. A couple of games played earlier in the day. Jamshedpur against East Bengal in match number 1. Jamshedpur making an easy job of it. Still waiting for the Kickstart players to take the center stage. Looks like there are a couple of changes with the start of the second half. We'll get that confirmation on the subs in a bit. Waiting for Irfan Imtiaz Sheikh's signal to get the ball rolling in the second half. There's the whistle. Kickstart going from left to right on your screens. Relied heavily on those long ranges in the first half, paying dividends. And they try and stamp themselves as much as they possibly can in the second half. Not the kind of start you would want. Medical team called into action straight away. Looks to be okay, and making his way out of the park momentarily. Should be back in about a couple of minutes. Northeast been pretty patient with their build-ups. Waited for an opportunity to try and penetrate through that back line. Have come close a couple of occasions. Here's Northeast. Here they come once again. Utilization of the flanks has been right up there. Crosses have come in. Just the finishing touch that has lacked in the first set of 45. Push down the line. Freddy is asking for it. There you see. That is something they've done so well right throughout the first half as well. Made spaces, have got themselves into the position from where they can try and possibly affect the game. Trying to lift it over the back line, and the flag was up straight away.
Come, Hansik. Go.
A couple of changes with the start of the second half. Rohan Singh has been substituted. Shijil has taken his place. Here comes Northeast United. Cleared away by Kickstart. Just let's roll through. The second change was Robin, who's come in place of Zahan. Wasn't effective in the first half, Mohammad Zahan. It's ready. We're back with Ferry. Spreads it towards the right channel. Still with Northeast United. Zero shirt pulled down there. Looks like the corner has been given for Northeast United FC. Ferried behind this one. Try and target the likes of Danny and Aditya. Danny has taken his position just outside the box. He's accompanied by Muhammad Ashraf. Cleared out by Crispin. Foul was given straight away. Into the 52nd minute. Scoreline remains exactly the way it was before the game got underway. Still 0-0. Strigen. Gets it away. Goes long. Quite get the distance and elevation. Back with Kickstart. Trying to drive forward. He's held back in his tracks. It's Crispin. Gets the touch. It's Ricky. Tries to bring it forward towards the right. Takes a touch. Sends the ball in. Straight at Arman Tamang. Was a decent strike. Rishi Ganta Singh with that attempt. Punching. He's managed to keep the ball. Sends it inside the box. Much better. Shijil with his involvement.
Come on, Daddy! Be there! Be there! Go ball lena! Robin! Gulaba, not now! Hey! Gulaba!
It's Freddy. Shijil gives the possession away, trying to sweep that in the process. Got late on the ball and has gone into the ref's books. Was a back challenge. Desperate effort to try and win the ball back has led to an infringement there. He's back on his feet. Biswas Chetri. He's had a good first half. Hasn't been involved enough in the second. No changes to the 11 of Kickstart. Still banking off on the players who started this fixture. Haven't seen enough involvement from Premish and Saikim in the final third. There's Premish as we speak. Ricky gets dispossessed. There's Shijil. Swiftly trying to turn it over. He's found a delightful ball. Ends up putting a lot more weight behind that one. Goes straight to Shijil. Off his lines with the collection. Gives you an impression that both the sides are waiting for things to happen here. There's Gunleba. Just out of reach of Crispin. Ball finds Freddy. Swiftly switches it towards the right side. Shijil. Freddy gets dispossessed. Does brilliantly to win it back. Outside of his right foot. Trying to find Danny. Here's Hang Singh. Gunleba waiting towards his right, his left rather. Decides to go towards Zidane. Looks like it's Ashraf towards the right side. Slides for it and sends it out for a throw-in. Got a couple of quarters left after this, after the next 2-3 minutes. Something's got to give. It's been ruled in the favour of Kickstart FC. It's been a sedate, somber start to the second half. It's been a quarter already. Nothing has come to fruition so far. Kickstart have tried a shot here and there, especially those long ranges, but not testing Arman Tamang at all. On the flip side, the intensity has died down from Northeast United FC, who started brightly, especially with Danny playing those delightful balls trying to penetrate that back line. Aditya Kaloli getting involved as well. The chances have been few and far on both ends. Free kick for Northeast United. It's Danny right behind this one. Pushes it down, gets it back, trying to lift it over. It's Crispin, gets to the end of it, gets it back. It's brilliantly done. Pushes it down the line. This is absolutely brilliant from Kickstart! That has gone and rattled the back of the net. Cutting through the thin air. You could stand and applaud that. What a finish. A delightful ball towards Premish. Takes it with his left. Sends it towards the right of Arman Tamang, who couldn't quite get anything behind that. Kickstart FC have taken the lead here. Never looked like scoring for the most parts in the game. Just about an hour mark, they have managed to open the scoring. Gets his fourth of the campaign. Premish. Angsing. Change for Northeast United. Here comes Kickstart once again. This is Crispin, has got options towards his right and left. And the referee has done well to bring the game back. It's going to be a free kick. Looked like for a moment they are definitely in with another shout. Just literally running away with it. Confirmation of the change made a couple of minutes back. Mohammad Ashraf has gone out. Gamgu Mate takes his place in the middle of the park. He's had a very good game. Trying to be the shield of that back line, Mohammad Ashraf. At the moment, all that has fizzled out. Here's Kickstart once again. Takes it. Keeps it on the target. Easy job in the end for Arman Tamang. Goes through with the tackle. Wanted to take straight away. It's a foul. Ramesh, the goal scorer. Here's Kickstart. Last few minutes, Northeast United FC have lost a bit of the focus. Taken away from Shijil. Ball finds Hong Sing. Here's Hong Sing. Link it up with Gunleva. Knocked out by KB. Here's Shijil. We get a response from Northeast United, known for scoring goals. But on the day, found going slightly tough, which never looked like, especially in the first half, with a few delightful balls played into the final third. All that has fizzled out in the second half, at least up until this point. And they find a moment of magic, draw some inspiration out of somewhere. Hong Sing sends it in. Squares up towards Shijil. Again, that clearance. It's ready. Shijil under pressure. Threads it through. Not timed well enough. Shijin goes airborne. There's Zidane. Arman. Zidane. Looking out for options. This is played towards the right. Definitely sends a bit of a spur in the strides of the boys from Kickstart. But a free kick for Northeast United FC. Can they try and make the goalkeeper work for this? Standing behind this one. He's done it time and time again for Northeast United. Can he deliver once more? Targets the back post and a header. Goes way off the mark. This Kickstart again, trying to link up. Here's Crispin. Senses an opportunity towards the left. Goes full circle. Was well marshalled out in the end by Northeast United backline. Shrijal takes it on the chest. Gentle push towards his left. Hebi with the interception. Back with Northeast United once again. The idea was right. Again, the execution letting them down once again.
Good kick.
Saditya. Heard the cry from the touchline. Expects something better from one of the main mans in the regional qualifiers, as well as in the last phase. Has been amongst goals, but on the night haven't been at their best so far. Still got time to turn things around. Northeast United. Scored 50 goals so far in this edition of the RFDL. That is the regionals and the zonals combined. Struggling at the moment. Here's Premish. Crispin was starting from an offside position. Last 19 minutes. Haven't seen the signs of any repost coming in from Northeast United. Got the changes done. They've got Shrijal in place. They've got Robin. Taken Ashraf out and have got Mate in. It hasn't worked out. There's Freddy once again, making those adjustments. Hang Singh pushes it back towards Freddy. Hang Singh nicked off the ball. Crispin not being allowed to turn and ends up conceding a foul there, Freddy, on Crispin. Here's Northeast United once again trying to bring it forward. One-on-one in that corner. Again, nothing coming to fruition from them. Run. Lalrin Fela. Now they're in the middle. Get the confirmation of that change in a bit. Hang Singh.
Yeah, you can go. Water break, right? Okay, water break. He has to come water. Yes, yes.
It's going to be a drinks break in the second half. Kickstart FC got their noses just in front. Slender lead. Strike coming in from Premish. Desperate to get that assurance goal and take this game away from Northeast United FC's reach. In the repost, there hasn't been anything coming in from Northeast so far.
The ball here, play there again. Touch up. Take us. Hey, use the ball there, play there again. Understand? Hey, come. Quick. Goalkeeper.
Well, back from the break. Shijin with the restart. Going airborne. Here's Northeast United.
Stay on the line. Wait.
Stay on the line is the call.
How going? Stay. Go, Ansing. Go.
Slow press. The time to try and pick out a pass. Here's Freddy. Lalran Fela. Here's Hang Singh. Pushes it towards Shijil. Here's Freddy. Switches the play towards the other side. Mukul sends it in.
Robin. Very good, Ricky.
Doing those swift passes to try and bring the ball out of that clutter. Again, doubling up on the numbers, cutting down those passing options for Northeast United FC. Kickstart have grown in confidence right from the get-go. Slides for it. Ball flutters. Goes out for a throw-in. Here's Northeast United once again. Sudan. Again goes lateral. Hang Singh. Press one through. Here's Fela. Sent in. Hang Singh couldn't quite get to the end of it. Takes a touch, turns. And outnumbered in that space. Here's Crispin now. Not allowed to pick out a pass. Here's Northeast United. Does well to spot. He was again starting from an offside position there. Looks like it's Aditya. Sriram is out in the center for Kickstart. The last 10 minutes.
Fela, move! Don't ball watch!
Again, that final ball not being efficient enough. Scored a couple of goals. Sriram in the zonal group stage. Operates mainly in the midfield. Here's Hang Singh. Again being closed down. Freddy. So decent ball forward, takes it on the first time and forces a save out of Shijin. That was swift movement by Northeast United FC. Shijil combining brilliantly. And Shijin S equal to the task. Something better. Again sent in and sent well over. Finishing has been way off target in this game. Northeast United. There's Freddy once again. Simple pass down the line. And got the possession back. Can they try and keep it and do something meaningful out of it in the last 8 minutes? There's Hang Singh dropped in deep. Back with Hang Singh. It's Freddy. Takes a touch. Lets it roll through. Shijil. It's always going to be difficult to penetrate from there on. Still got 7 minutes and a thick bit left in the normal time, plus the stoppages. The only positive thing from Northeast United perspective is they haven't allowed this game to get away from their reach, even after conceding. Hang Singh is waiting for movement up the pitch. Shijil finds Fela towards the left. One-on-one in that space, not being allowed to get that cross in. That's going to be a free kick for tackle, or rather stepping out on the foot of Fela. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Freddy? Is it going to be Shigil? Is it going to be Danny? Can they try and set it up? Freddy. Cleared out by green and white shirt. Bit of an interference has been given in favor of Kickstart FC there by Irfan Imtiaz. Goes straight at Arman Tamang. Quick restart from him to find Shigil. Checks it back. They haven't been allowed any bit of sniff. Northeast United, Kickstart. Done well defensively. Been able to effectively cut down the passing lanes. Lobs it over for Fela and knocked out by Allen. It's going to be a corner for Northeast United. Is it going to be long or will you try and keep it short? Trying to get Hang Sing in play. Pushes back towards Freddy. Freddy looks up, lobs it over. Not quite sure if he was trying to beat Shijin from there on. It's going to be all about game management from here on. Just keep the ball. Good shot. Back with Zidane. Gently push forward. Delightful touch. Has got bodies waiting inside. That's going to be a corner. Straight down on the ground.
Ready, okay?
Swiftly back on his feet. Confirmation of a change that happened a few moments back. Tremish going out and Sri Ramji taking the center stage. Corner for Northeast United. Danny behind this one. Sent in towards the back post. Cleared out. Back with Northeast once again. There's Shigil. Given away rather cheaply. Here's Sri Ramji. Scoring run from the right. Takes a couple of steps towards the left. Gets it a bit central for Ricky, who takes a strike and makes the goalkeeper work for that. That is something you don't want in the last few minutes here. Northeast United have to try and keep the ball as much as you possibly can. Try and get the likes of Fela and Danny on the ball on a consistent basis. That is exactly not happening. Hung Singh loses out once again. Into the last minute of the normal time. Time is well and truly not on Northeast FC's, United FC's side. Lovely bit of a give and go there between Fela and Hung Singh. Before Hung Singh could get to the end of it. It's played out quite comfortably in the end. There's a Shigil. Space ahead. Three minutes have been added on as stoppages. Fela was the target. Fela gets a touch to it. Freddy opened up nicely. It was a pile driver. Allen getting in the way of it. Kickstart trying to get it towards the other side. Infringement. Viswas Chetri gets into the ref's books. Fela. Shigil. Shigil, which is towards the right. Here's Mukul. Back with Zidane. Easy clearance in the end. The ball finds Hung Singh towards the far left. Again, lacking in quality. Starting from an offside position there, quite clearly. Saikom Boris Singh. Effectively into the last 60 seconds of the game. Do they have a response? Have they left it for very late? Wriggles across, still going. Danny pushes it back towards Sigil, who looks up, lifts it over. Strong hand from Shijin. That's a bad collision. That might just run down the clock even further. This medical staff has been called for both the players to hit the ground. Shijin. Close aerial. The final few seconds left in match number 3. Another free kick to Kickstart. Might well and truly be the last action of the night. Goes long. Here's Northeast United. Do they have that one final dash left in them? Again, going sideways is Hang Singh. Just like they've done right throughout the night. This is promising for Northeast United. Takes a strike. Oh! All it needed was somebody to be present right in front of the goal for a simple tap-in. Probably one of their best chances in the second half. Here's Kickstart. Have to try and keep the ball. Have been guilty of giving the ball away a couple of times in the stoppages. Inviting pressure on that back line. It hasn't been their day for Northeast United. They've got the quality to try and pull one final trigger towards the target. Drills it. Does well with the interception there. Let's Kickstart. Still hustling. And lets it roll through. That's going to be a foul and will be a free kick. Card has been pulled out. There are injury concerns on the other side as well. Looks like it's Hebi who's down on the ground. Well, and possibly be the last action. 3 minutes were added on as stoppages. We are into the 8th minute. We've had a couple of injury concerns in the injury time. That's said and done. Last action of the night. Reshwik getting into the ref's books for that challenge. Shigil hits it firmly. It's going to be a corner.
I'm up, ref. Don't worry. Extra is going on. Yeah, I understand, but then it is going on. The additional time as well, right? 53.
Does he have time to allow the corner? He has, I believe. Rookie who was down momentarily. Back on the feet and his gingerly walking out of the playing area. Right, a corner for Northeast United. Been guilty of calling the last action of the day quite a few times. There's a failure, still failure. Still allowing the game to go on here. Irfan Imtiaz. He's managed to maintain a clean sheet here. Shijin.
Can you please sit down?
Reaches to the whistle and puts a full stop to the game here. Irfan Imtiaz Sheikh. And a thumping victory in the end for Kickstart Football Club. Been slow starters in the game, but they grew into it. And once they got that goal, it was all about maintaining that defensive discipline, which they did absolutely brilliantly. And on the flip side, Northeast United had their chances in the first half as well as in the second, but couldn't quite provide those finishing touches to some moments of brilliance. So match number 3, Kickstart FC 1, Northeast United Football Club 0. This is how the second half panned out. Rishi with that strike. Shijin was called into action a couple of times. This was the moment. Brilliant pass to break that back line, and very good finish by Premish. Been a few rough challenges in quite a few bookings. And this was Danny. Send the ball in. Zidan not being effective with the header. It's firmly struck. Nothing tangible. And here's how the full-time stats look like. Even Stevens, as far as the ball possession goes, 12 chances created, 7 landing on target, with 1 resulting in goal for Kickstart FC. 14 created, 14 chances, with 6 on target for Northeast United. 9 tackles for Kickstart, 16 to Northeast United FC. 1 corner versus 4 for Northeast United. And they've been guilty of being flagged offside 4 occasions, Northeast United, as compared to just 1 for Kickstart. So that's the full-time scoreline. Kickstart FC, courtesy a goal from Premish, take all the 3 points up for grab in this match number 3 of the national group stage here at the RFDL. So this is my time in the commentary box. It's been a lovely day of football with the 3 games on the opening day of the national group stage. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Until then, this is Junaid Ahmed signing off.